Hey, Tommy from the Run Testers with another first run review. In this video, I am going to be taking a look at the Mizuno Wave Rider 26. Let's have a look. Yeah. The Mizuno Wave Rider 26 costs £140 or $140. It weighs in at 282 grams or 10 ounces for men in a size 8, and the drop is 12 millimeters. The Mizuno Wave Rider 26 is a cushion shoe designed for daily training runs. It features a thick layer of Mizuno ENERZY midsole foam that veers towards the firmer side of cushioning, and includes a wave plate that runs between the midfoot to the heel to improve stability on landing. These are designed to improve the cushion feel, energy return, and propulsion of the shoe. There's a generous layer of X10 rubber on the outsole to improve durability and grip, plenty of padding around the ankle collar and gusseted tongue, and a jacket mesh for comfort and breathability. The fit for me in the Wave Rider 26, I would say is true to size, but I have read a few reviews that say that you should size up in it because it's a bit short. Now, I didn't think that it was an issue when I tried it on. I think it felt true to size for me, but I did have pretty major problem in that after the first run that I did, my front toe had a really big blister on it. Now, that's because there's this sort of rubber casing that sits underneath the front of the shoe, and after quite a short run, it was only 7k, I had a really big blister because of the rubbing against this rubber at the end of the shoe. So I would also say size up half a size because that rubbing is a major issue when you're out on the run. So I'm a few days out from Chicago Marathon now, so I'm not doing any big miles at the moment. What I did with this shoe was a 7k interval session, but a fairly comfortable interval session. I wasn't really going all out on it, but I did get to the point where I was running at my marathon pace. So that's about for this marathon, it's going to be about 4 15-minute kilometers. And what I found from the Wave Rider 26 is that when I first took it out of the box, I instantly thought, this is a cushion stability shoe. It feels like a cushion stability shoe. It's got quite a hard midsole. There's quite a lot of supportive areas around the midsole foam. It feels very much like a stability shoe. It isn't actually marketed as a stability shoe. It's marketed as more of a daily trainer with a bit of cushioning in it. But I think after testing it out on that first run, it's definitely a shoe that veers more towards the stability side of things. What I found on that run is that over the easy kilometers that I was doing, it felt fine. It's quite a weighty shoe. It's not a heavy shoe around, but it's definitely not a shoe designed for running fast in. It does also feel quite clunky on the feet as well. That midsole foam is this Mizuno Energy foam, and I think this is the first time that the Wave Rider 26 has been fully Mizuno Energy foam. It's quite a firm midsole foam. There's not a lot of softness in it. It makes it feel like it's a stability foam. And for easier miles, kilometers, it feels fine. It definitely doesn't feel like it's a shoe that is designed for running faster. On the website, it does say that you can run faster in it. I really don't think that's the case. When I upped it to those interval reps, yeah, it's quite limited when you get to picking up the pace. It's not a shoe designed for running at speed. What I would say is that it's a completely comfortable shoe, apart from this rubbing issue that I got on the front of the shoe. But it's not an exceptional shoe in any area really for me. It is quite a firm shoe. I like cushion shoes, especially when it comes to high stack height shoes. I like to have a lot of soft cushioning in there to minimize the impact. This doesn't have that. This feels like a stability shoe. It feels like something like the Asics Gel Kayano or something like that. It's a very firm, stable ride, and it's not one that I would probably pick up if I wanted to do a long run and I wanted it to be nice and comfortable and soft. One thing I do really like about the shoe is that it's got a lot of outsole rubber on it, and it does feel very good at gripping. It's quite wet in the UK at the moment, and I was running over some quite wet asphalt and it felt absolutely fine at gripping that. It also has this thing in it which is called a wave plate, and it's sort of a plastic plate that runs from the midfoot to the back of the shoe. Now apparently that's designed to help with running efficiency. It distributes the cushioning and the weight as you're running. I didn't really notice it. I didn't. It probably helps to add a little bit more stability to the shoe, but that's probably all I got for it. I definitely didn't feel like the plate was doing anything when I was running in it. So if you're looking at it for this Mizuno Wave plate, I'm not sure it does a great deal really. As I'm in the final stages of marathon training, I am quite enjoying shoes that offer a bit more stability. My legs are a little bit tired. I'm not really at my best where it comes to running those longer runs. So having a bit of stability in a shoe is quite nice at this point. So it was good from that perspective. But if I was running in this shoe as a daily trainer, it would just be too firm and just too hard for me. Definitely wouldn't want to use it for many runs apart from those that I just want a bit of extra stability in. I'd also say that the upper is quite nice. It's a very plush upper. There's a lot of padding around the ankle collar. There's a gusseted tongue. And there's a lot of padding on that as well. And the mesh upper is quite light and breathable as well. It's quite a stretchy upper, so it's quite a comfortable shoe to wear from that perspective as well. Okay, so my verdict on the Wave Rider 26 from that short 7K interval run that I did is that it is a solid stability style shoe. I wouldn't say it's a full stability shoe. It's not as noticeable as when it comes to stability as something like the Asics Gel Kayano, but it does feel like a stability shoe. And I think that because of that, it's definitely not a daily trainer for most users. I don't think it's a shoe that many people will pick up and do longer reps in, longer speed sessions, and I definitely wouldn't want to do long easy runs in this shoe either, because it just doesn't have the softness or the cushioning that I want. However, there are a growing number of shoes out there at the moment that are balancing stability with other factors. So if you look at something like the Saucony Tempest, that is a fantastic shoe that is designed for stability, but really doesn't ride like a stability shoe. It rides like a more conventional shoe, but offers you stability as well. This is a shoe that isn't necessarily a stability shoe, but it does have those stability elements in it as well. So if you're looking for a cushioned, high stack daily trainer that you want to have some extra stability elements in, this is probably a good option for you because it does feel very stable. It feels holds the foot in place, just feels very secure, and there's definitely no wobbliness or anything in this shoe. However, I would say that the Saucony Tempest is my favorite of that ilk of shoe at the moment. I'd say it's a far superior shoe when it comes to that balance of stability and versatility. I've done a lot of interval sessions in the Tempest, and I've done long runs in it as well, and I really enjoy that shoe. I don't notice that it's a stability shoe until I need a bit of stability, whereas this veers towards the other side where I do feel the stability in it, and it is quite a clunky shoe, I think. But from a stability perspective, I think it's very good. And if you do want stability and you don't want to go all the way in with stability like the Gel Kayano range, I think it's a nice option. It's definitely a comfortable shoe to run in, apart from that rubber bit at the end, which gave me a big blister. But it's a shoe it's a workhorse that's reliable with a bit of stability in it as well. Okay, so that's it from me on this short first run review of the Wave Rider 26 from Mizuno. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the little bell icon, and check the channel out for all the other videos we've got from latest road and trail shoes, as well as running headphones and watches out at the moment. And don't forget, we've also got our monthly podcast that comes out at the end of every month. If you go into the caption below, you can find the link to the various podcast provider that you want to listen to it on. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you soon.